The Ministry of Education has been instructed to support schools in prosecuting parents who repeatedly refuse to ensure their children attend school. School attendance services are being urged to report those parents who could face fines of up to $3,000 for repeat offending. But while there's a shortage of students turning up, there's also a shortage of more than 1,000 teachers. Here's political correspondent Zane Small.
Here we go, are you ready?
Education Minister Erica Stanford feeling the heat during an experiment with science communicator Nanogirl at Wesley Primary School. A visit to highlight the government's $40 million budget boost to provide science kits for students up to Year 8.
Some of the experiments we saw today will be the types of things, maybe not the fire one, but some of the others will be some of the experiments that we love young people to do to get inspired and excited about science.
The government says to enjoy those experiments, students need to be at school. So the Ministry of Education has been instructed to support schools in prosecuting parents who repeatedly refuse to ensure their children attend.
I've instructed them, if a school wants a prosecution, you should give them every assistance. I know there are schools that want to do it. The ministry is now open for business to help them.
The government provided a $140 million boost in the budget to improve school attendance.
So we have 90,000 children who are not attending school regularly, and we do everything that we can to help those children get to school. But there are a certain number of parents and families and caregivers who are not engaging with us.
The ministry will not prosecute parents of students who are absent because of chronic illness or health conditions, or who are genuinely engaging with authorities. Parents who don't engage could be fined thousands of dollars.
The fines will be set by a judge, but the law says it's up to $30 a day for your first infringement, and it can be a total of $3,000 for repeat offenders.
This government is taking a punitive approach towards things and not looking at what are the underlying drivers and stresses for their children and families in their communities.
Schools also need staff to teach students, but the Ministry of Education has warned that schools could be short 1,250 teachers this year. The union representing high school teachers is now considering lodging an additional pay claim in their upcoming collective agreement negotiations because members had expected the government's previous pay equity scheme would help address low wages, which are a key driver of the secondary school teacher shortage. Under the new pay equity law, the bar has been raised to a workforce that is at least 70% female, increased from approximately 60% under the old scheme. Tough luck for the 63% female high school teacher workforce.
So that's one of the key things that has locked us out. The other aspect to this is the change in the comparator groups. So it has to be the same industry effectively, and there's no male-dominated teaching industry in New Zealand.
Those claims will be looked at as they come forward, but I'm not going to comment on whether or not they are or are not eligible.
The government's still putting out fires over pay equity.
Well, OK, Zane, we'll hear more on this pay equity story next week.
Yeah, well, the union is currently polling its members on whether to lodge an additional pay claim. The ballot of 21,000 members opened today and will close next Friday. It's set to be a busy week coming up at Parliament. Next Thursday, the debate is expected to continue over the Privileges Committee's recommended suspension of 3 Te Pāti Māori MPs for up to 21 days. Now, it's a complex issue, but it goes back to the haka that was performed in Parliament last year in opposition to the Treaty Principles Bill. Last week, MPs started debating the disciplinary actions recommended by the Privileges Committee, but the government adjourned the debate because they wanted to focus on the budget, so the debate has been set down to continue on Thursday.
OK, Zane, thank you so much.